What's crappin'? Welcome to Under the Foreskin, a show dedicated to the happenings of the SJU and Misfits Fantasy Football League. We have a below-average show scheduled for you today. We'll go through the results of Week 5, Waiver Wire Wednesday, of course, the trading block, and, of course, the picks for Week 6 with a very, very special guest in Tyler Olson, the president of the Poughkeepsie Pandas, the 2-3 Poughkeepsie Pandas? The 2-3 Poughkeepsie Pandas. So let's start it off. Week 5 results. The 4-0 Potomac Pretenders, my team, took on the 3-1 Sausage Wallets, and they were obliterated. The old double up, as they call it, 143-66, an absolute embarrassment for the Potomac Pretenders. Can't say I didn't see it coming, but congratulations nonetheless to the Sausage Wallets. He could have just started Alex Smith, Percy Harvin in the Chicago defense, and he still would have beat me. And, you know, really for my team, they are who we thought they were. I mean, I didn't expect big things out of them this week, and Dominic Hickson was the only one who let me down, which should tell you something about my hopes and dreams for the week. The Crapstone Prairie Dogs took on the Gnawbone Butte Pirates and came away with the victory. 75-66, knocking the Butte Pirates to 3-2, and the Prairie Dogs were elevated to 2-3. Richard Mendenhall, 16 points in his return to the National Football League. The trade keeps looking better and better for Alex Dunn, as much as I fucking hate him for trading Aaron Rodgers to Roger. It's looking good. I mean, Mendenhall had a big week, and obviously, the duo of Roethlisberger and Matt Schaub has worked pretty well for the Crapstone Prairie Dogs, so props to him. For the Butte Pirates, besides Alfred Morris, who is a fucking rock at running back, Andre Brown the Donut. How's that Jamal Charles trade looking? I mean, man, that really hurts the league, too. Another star player to Roger. The Bakersfield Border Collies took on the Duluth Draft Dodgers. I think I picked the Border Collies in this one. That was not the case. The Dodgers upset the Border Collies 68-63 with a Monday night comeback. And if you would have asked the Border Collies on Monday night if Andre Johnson scored 1 point and Jeremy Curley was the only other guy going for the Duluth Draft Dodgers, do you think you would have won? I'm sure Jason would have said yes. In fact, that was not the truth. Curley got a lot of looks, 90 yards or so for 9 points, and that gave the Dodgers the win. RG3 thought he was Willy Wonka after the first quarter and ended up putting up 3 points with a concussion. Stephen Ridley, newcomer, 20 points. Pierre Garcon, 2 points. Not what he was looking for out of that trade as far as Garcon is concerned, but you know that RG3 to Garcon combo could prove to be a deadly weapon for the Border Collies. The Sioux City Smugglers took on the Hollywood Hotties. The Smugglers improved to 5-0 after a 143-97 win over the Hotties. The Hotties dropped to 2-3 on the year. Every week I say this. Rodgers starting 5 guys. Here's the point totals. This is their quarterback, 2 running backs, and 2 wide receivers. 24, 21, 29, 23, 17 points for the top 5 respective guys for the Smugglers. Tough to beat. And, those 5 guys are looking to be almost matchup proof. 3 TDs for Cruz in the loss for the Hotties, and all I have to say in my notes that I've written down is Roger is gay. Charles trots into the end zone as Andre Brown is carted off the field, and Roger visually pictures himself fucking Zach in the ass while that's happening. The Poughkeepsie Pandas took on the Flint Tropics and came away with a bruising victory, 103-44. The Flint Tropics continue to unimpress. No double-digit point scores on the Flint Tropics this week, including their bench. Their whole team scored 44 points, so their bench literally scored 0 points. The Pandas won with performances of 1 point, 0 points, 2 points, and 3 points, but big days out of Peyton Manning, Colston, and Ryan Matthews led the way. The Pandas are now 2-3, tied with the Flint Tropics, who are also 2-3. The Buffalo Armadillos and the newly married man, Jacqueline Chesky. Beautiful night. Love was in the air. Great dancing, great drinks. Pretty average food. Sorry, Jack, but that's just the way it was. The love was in the air, though. 99 points for the Dillos, and he took on the Waco Wrinkle Beasts, which have been pretty much a diseased team. Had a decent week this week and only scored 87 points, which was 12 short of the tie. Might be time to sell Drew Brees for the Waco Wrinkle Beasts, just for some added depth, because the cursed Chris Johnson, 0 points. Even Mark Ingram scored more points than Chris Johnson with 1. Tallahassee Trouser Snakes took on the Chernobyl Tin Whiskers in another drudging this week. 104-58. The Trouser Snakes improved to 2-3. Big win for them. And the Chernobyl Tin Whiskers slipped to 1-4. Snaps a 3-game losing streak for the Trouser Snakes. Ahmad Bradshaw led the way with 28 points, and Wes Welker, who's I think his second week with the Trouser Snakes, scored 17. So got to be happy with the performances out of those two guys. Waiver Wire Wednesday. Not a lot going on this week. Obviously, with Cedric Benson going down, Alex Green and James Starks were the targets. Alex Green was picked up for $45 to the Hollywood Hotties. Feeling good about Alex Green, I guess. The Tallahassee Trouser Snakes picked up a triad of Tasteless Bowl of Mashed Potatoes running backs. Vic Ballard, William Powell, and Alfonso Smith. Injuries, might lead to some playing time for those three guys, but good luck sorting through who to start there, David. As far as trades are concerned, Sebastian Janikowski, Big Dick Janikowski, was dealt to the Sioux City Smugglers for LeGarrette Blunt from the Butte Pirates. That's who the Butte Pirates picked up, so way to go, you two. Some more collusion possibly in that apartment. Picks for this week. Let's bring in Tyler Olson to get his thoughts on the matchups for Week 6. And, of course, I'll give you my genius picks. I think I was 6-1 last week. I don't know. Pretty happy with myself, but here we go. First up, the Hollywood Hotties take on the Duluth Draft Dodgers. This is the blowout of the week. I'm sorry, Adam. I love you like a fat kid loves cake, but Hollywood Hotties will be starting Tom Brady, Victor Cruz, Dwayne Breaux, DeMarco Murray, and Michael Turner. And at running back, you only have one available to play, and you're going to need to pick up someone. And in a 14-team league, the waiver wire is pretty thin on running backs, so good luck with that. I like the Hotties. Tyler, what do you think?
Hotties as well. You don't stand much of a chance for starting Joik Bell.
Joik Bell, your number one running back on the Duluth Draft Dodgers with Benson going down. Sioux City Smugglers take on the Sausage Wallets in the battle of number 1 and number 2. Man, it hurts my feelings not to say I'm in that top 2. Tough matchups this week for the Sioux City Smugglers. Sausage Wallets, though, have a couple question marks, which they got to figure out. Alex Smith versus New York Giants or Andrew Luck versus New York Jets? Who are you going to go with, Seth? Moelde Moore or Jackie Battle in that, was it flex position or running back? I'm not sure.
Starting running back. RB2.
Starting RB2. I'm going Smugglers. They're just, those top 5 guys are just unbelievable, and he's going to score 130 points every week. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, got to go Smugglers as well. Knowing Rodgers' luck, Jamie Jones will probably go for 123 TDs against Houston's solid defense, but got to go with the Smugglers here.
Smugglers it is. Buffalo Armadillos take on the Flint Tropics. No starters on bye for the Buffalo Armadillos, which is obviously a big advantage in these midweek bye-week crises. Decent matchups for the Armadillos. For the Flint Tropics, Ben Tate and Daniel Thomas will most likely be the starting running backs. They're not slotted in yet, but because of buys, those are going to be the guys he gives a go-to. I'm going to Armadillos on this one. The Steady Eddies, the Buffalo Armadillos. Tyler, your thoughts?
Armadillos as well. Dinger's running backs are just decrepit right now. He's not really giving his team much of a chance, but we'll see how it goes.
The opposite of creme de la creme. They are the crust of the pie. Ugh. Tallahassee Trouser Snakes travel to Waco, Texas to take on the Wrinkle Beast. No Drew Brees. It's going to be a tough week. No Brees, no chance, as I like to say, for the Wrinkle Beast. And the Tallahassee Trouser Snakes, even with tough matchups like Ahmad Bradshaw at San Francisco, Steven Jackson at Miami, that's pretty terrible, but I just don't see him losing to the Waco Wrinkle Beast. How about you?
Also going with the Trouser Snakes. Believe it or not, Treadle's lineup is starting to look semi-decent as long as Vic pulls his head out of his ass.
The master of the trades is... he knows how to furnish a starting lineup, and I'll give him that. Hopefully it'll work out for him with those 3 new additions. I don't think... Are any of them in the lineup yet?
I don't believe so, no.
None of the 3 new additions are in the lineup, so clearly the Trouser Snakes were picking them up just for the trading block. I'm calling that game as the low-scoring affair of the week. I'm saying 65-54. Trouser Snakes over the Wrinkle Beast. Bakersfield Border Collies take on the Gnawbone Butte Pirates this week. I'm saying Griffin to Garcon, with the addition of Frank Gore, will win this game for the Borders Collies. The Butte Pirates, tough matchups this week. Don't really like any of them, so I think Border Collies are the pick this week.
I think this is a real toss-up. There's some questionable matchups on Zach's part and some injuries on Jason's part, but I gotta go with the Border Collies here and see if they can eke it out to 500 this game.
The Crapstone Prairie Dogs take on the Poughkeepsie Pandas in Poughkeepsie this week. Toughest matchup of the week for me to pick. Crapstone have a lot of Steelers, which you think would be an advantage going against the 1-4 or 0-5 Tennessee Titans. But I don't like that many Steelers on one team. Tough to pass around all the points that they might score. I'm going to go Poughkeepsie Pandas because I think Peyton Manning. I think the Pandas will be down Monday night with Peyton Manning against San Diego on Monday. Total redemption for the game against me when Manning literally lost the Pandas the game. I'm going Pandas. Your thoughts, Tyler, on your own squad?
Well, just for karma, I'm going to pick Sir Dunchkin. And hopefully I just don't embarrass myself.
It happens to the best of us. The Potomac Pretenders went down hard in Week 5. The Potomac Pretenders, speaking of, take on the Chernobyl Tin Whiskers. I would say the diseased Chernobyl Tin Whiskers. I think newcomer Derek McFadden will have a nice little welcome to the Potomac fans. We'll go nuts against Atlanta. And Kevin Cobb at Buffalo getting the surprise start over Matthew Stafford. Stafford was my rock last year, the rock to a 3-10 team. I'm going Cobb at Buffalo this week. AP makes me a little nervous on Chernobyl's side. But to be honest, I think Andy Dalton against Cleveland with Joe Hayden at cornerback will help my chances. Pretenders it is.
Pretenders as well for me. I think the odds of Mr. Vanis being favored in any game this year are low to none. But who knows? Maybe he'll pull something out this week.
Well, that's it for Under the Foreskin. A very special thank you to Poughkeepsie Pandas president Tyler Olson for joining the show today. And until next week, take care, everybody, and good luck out there.